In Berlin in 1995, Michael Berg was shy with a woman and divorced. He sees a train go by as it takes him back to a 1958 tram ride. Michael 15 gets off the tram to stroll in the rain but feels unwell. Tram conductor Hannah Schmitz, 36, discovers him poking next to an apartment building and cleans him up and assists him in getting home. Michael has been diagnosed with scarlet fever. When Michael feels better, he thanks Hannah by giving her flowers. He finds her as the ticket collector on a tram, following her every day to her home. They grow into an affair. Every evening, Michael returns from school and they meet. Slowly, they fall in love with each other. Suddenly, one evening, she requested that he read to her from his course material and then make love. He compiles with what she wants each day, and they later engage in a summer romance. She goes out with Michael. Hannah is impressed as they visit in church with a choir while riding. Hannah advances to the tram's corporate office toward the end of the summer. She sends him packing after a disagreement and leaves without telling him. Michael is heartbroken to discover her apartment empty. At present, Michael has been alienated from his daughter once more in 1995. Michael, a student at Heidelberg University's law school, attends the trial of six former SS guards accused of allowing 300 Jewish women and children to perish in the burning church during the Death March in Krakow, Poland in 1966. The trial is analogous to the Frankfurt Auschwitz trials. When Michael learns that Hannah is a defendant, he is appalled. The principal witnesses are Rose Mather and Ilana Mather. Ilana claims that Hannah read to her in the night using cam girls. Apart from her and Ilana, according to Rose, everyone else perished when the chapel caught fire after a bombing attack when the guards locked the room. Hannah acknowledges, contrary to her co-defendants, that Auschwitz was a concentration camp and that she and others chose 10 women for each selection period. When the court inquired about the church fire, nobody explained why they hadn't unlocked the doors. They were unaware of it until the following morning. The guards reported. Hannah acknowledged that it was a fabrication and that the doors had not been opened to prevent the convicts from escaping. Then Hannah's co-defendant fabricated that she was in charge and drafted the report. Hannah rejects this, saying that all the security guards present approve of the report's content. She refuses to provide the chief judge a sample of her handwriting out of embarrassment and says she wrote the report. Michael discovers Hannah's secret while watching the trial from the public gallery. She is illiterate and could not have read or written it. When Michael tells his law professor, the professor advises him that it is his moral duty to let the court know. The professor tries to see Hannah in prison. Michael tries to visit Hannah in jail because he feels guilty about not having spoken to her, but he finds it hard to do so and leaves her waiting. The other suspects receive sentences of 4 years and 3 months apiece of aiding and abetting, while she receives a life term for 300 murder cases. Michael sobs in the audience. Years later, while Hannah is behind bars, Michael regularly mails a recording of the novels he had previously read to her. She borrows the same books from the prison library and teaches herself to read and write using Michael's voice. She progressively gains illiteracy as she writes to Michael, but he never replies. In 1988, a jail officer gives Michael a call and requests that he helps Hannah integrate into a society after her release. Initially, he says no, but then stops by to let her know that he has secured her a place to live and a job. After seeing him, she tries to contact him, but Michael is unresponsive. Hannah emphasizes that he is talking about their past when he inquires about the memory of the past. He says no, not about them, which hurts Hannah. She responds that it does not matter what she feels or thinks when he says he is referring to the conflict since the dead are still dead. Both are now angry. Then Hannah decides to kill herself. Michael arrives with the flowers on the day. Hannah is released from the jail but learns she hanged herself. She left Ilana a gift of a tea tin filled with the cash and her bank account's balance. Michael discovers Ilana in New York City and acknowledges his relationship with Hannah and its lingering effects. He informs her of Hannah's illiteracy, but she advises him to look elsewhere for catharsis. When Michael explains what she left behind and shows her the tea container, Ilana declines his offer for the money. Ilana concurs that he should donate it to Jewish literacy organization in honor of Hannah if he chooses to do so. Since the tin resembles one she used to own, she keeps it. In 1995, Michael takes his daughter Julia to visit Hannah's cemetery while narrating the tale of their past.